Hello, and welcome to Rocket Fuel, your daily update of everything that's happening in the Rocket Pool community. My name is Wack. Today is December 30th, and today we've got an episode that will cover some GMC news. We're going to talk about rETH getting more integrations, and we're going to talk about the team's perspective on integrations as well. So let's get started.
10, 9, ignition sequence start, 6.
Okay, so the place to get started today, of course, is with the latest grants results. And this came in a couple of days ago over the weekend. And here the GMC had results round 19. And it says the GMC has concluded discussions and scoring of the final round. This post begins the 14-day clock for anyone to file an RPIP if they want to try to dispute these results. So general updates, it says the GMC has decided to discontinue converting 20% of RPL into LUSD. The future recipients will no longer have the option to choose LUSD as a payment method. They'll just be rETH on the value of the rewards day. With the rETH incubator, it says the GMC is seeking help converting some of the high-quality rETH incubator submissions into actionable items. You can find more in the GMC Discord. So those would then be submitted as bounties. And then here we have a list of the current GMC members. And with application breakdowns, there were 2 grant applications and 4 bounty applications and 2 applications transferred from the previous round. And total grants were $65,000, total bounties were $240,000, and everything together was $300,000. The incoming funds for the GMC were $70,000, and total amounts in reserve are $834,000. So if we have a look here, we see the STAR initiative was approved, and this is up to $209,000. Now, this was the number one resulting rETH incubator proposal that was from Dr. Doofus. So this $209,000 is just the absolute maximum that it could possibly be, and it is not not guaranteed to be paid out. It's just as and when the people reach out to protocols and try to get them to mint rETH, then more and more of that money will be paid out. Epineph support bounties, support payments were approved. That was $18,000. Valdorf had a bounty for Rocket Arb for closes. That was approved for $10,000. Sleety's token motion subscription was deferred with future consideration. And then a bunch of things were declined, such as Beacon Chain version 2 dashboard. Then we also had this from ETHSeer had validator monitoring that was declined. That was for $8,000. Never an Island had a lottery for rETH holders that was declined, and there was an AI assistant that was applied for by X23 AI, and that was also declined. So there's some results here of why these results went the way they did, and you can see that the STAR bounty was really structured in a way that it brings value to the community, and there's a lot of scope for further development, and it's encouragement for collaboration. And here you see this is the thing, the overseer gets $8,000, the marketing package is $1,000, and then the rewards are $200,000. So that's $50 for searching, identifying a unique organization with treasury of funds worth reaching out to in regards to minting rETH. Then if you get a target, so if you're assigned as an intermediary, that's $250. So you find the relevant contact at the organization and get information on how to proceed with requesting their mint rETH. Using the boilerplate guidance, engage the community leadership in the forums. This should lead up to discussion of bringing up a vote and must use official rETH material. And then if there's a vote that goes live, you get $700, and then you earn 0.1% of the ETH rewards, and that is up to 10,000 rETH with 0.05% rewards after that, and that rETH will have to be time locked with Llama Pay. So that's if the rETH gets minted. So the scope for making money there is quite high. It just has to be the case that you have to follow the steps basically. And then the support bounty, of course, that's the normal stuff. Rocket Alpha closes. This is actually really interesting because it means that if there is a discount on the secondary market for rETH, as you close your validator, you'll be able to Arbit and make yourself some money. It will, in a way, incentivize leaving your validators if there's a discount and trying to bring rETH back to peg. And then with token motion subscription, this is from Sleety. This is the GMC defers the token motion subscription proposal, acknowledging its potential value while highlighting the need for a clear plan and deliverables before committing funds. So there's unrealized potential, there's a need for clear deliverables, there's budget constraints, and then there's future considerations as well. And then with the Beacon Chain dashboard, that was declined. It says the GMC declines the funding for Beacon Chain version 2 dashboard proposal, acknowledging its potential, but determining that lack of sufficient utility as a standalone project in its current form. And then there's unclear impact, future opportunities, and encouragement for collaboration. And then you can read the rest of the rejections as well. But yeah, that was quite straightforward. With member participation, all the members participated, and there were no amendments due. So, yep, that's the grant rounds finished. This was grant round 19. Of course, grant round 20 is open right now. So if you are applying, you have until the 7th of January to apply for grant rounds 20. So far, we have had no grant applications, no retro. Actually, we've had one or two no, that's for previous. Yeah, for around 20, we've had no grants. We've had no. Actually, I'm sorry, we've had one retro and no bounties so far. So if you are interested in applying, then now's the time to do that. Patches here is applying for a retro for the Clear Q gas reimbursement. So this was from the transactions for clearing the queue a couple of weeks last week, yeah, this was just to give him back the ETH. So it's around 0.4 ETH, and yeah, that's there. So that was cool. And now with some actually big GMC news. So here we have a post from Shifrin saying Ramana joins the GMC. So Shifrin says the GMC is excited to welcome Ramana as its newest member. This change follows Looking for Owls' decision to step down for personal reasons. LFO was an active member of the committee throughout year 2, contributing notably to the research subcommittee. His consistency and reliability were invaluable, and he will be greatly missed. And then in accordance with RPIP 10, the person that's next in line basically within the first 6 months will be chosen, and that person is Ramana. So Ramana will replace Looking for Owls in the research subcommittee. The current members may transfer to different subcommittees if they wish to do so. Ramana has been an active participant in the Rocket Build communities for many years. In addition to building Rocket Arb, he has completed several Trigen spec bounties and received multiple grants. The GMC looks forward to Ramana's continued contributions to the committee. So that is really great. Congratulations, Ramana, for getting on the GMC, and I'm really looking forward to working with you as a fellow member of the GMC. Okay, on the Discord a couple of days ago, MadMat posted a screenshot from Euler Prime, and this is the latest version of Euler. Of course, after they had their big hack last year, there was actually a big chunk of rETH on their platform, and I think most of it was safe and people kind of got made whole, but at the time it was kind of scary. And what ended up happening is that they closed down the protocol and tried to make everyone whole as they could, and then went through extensive audits, and they relaunched a little while ago, and now they have added rETH to this. So if you have a look, they've added a few protocols recently. They added EasyETH, rETH, METH, RSETH, ETHX, WUSDM, and eBTC. And they said that Euler Labs recently partnered with risk management advisory firm to review their Prime product and provide feedback on its configuration. More details about this partnership will be made public in the new year. In the meantime, this proposal seeks to approve to adjust risk parameters in line with risk management's initial recommendations. The proposal seeks to add new assets to Prime, including rETH and a bunch of others. And this will help diversify collateral exposure on Prime and provide users with more trading opportunities, making the market as a whole better risk managed and more capital efficient. So their TVL is rising quite quickly. and they're using resolve tokens, and they're giving points from resolve as well. However, right now there are no incentives from the Rocket Pool side or from the Euler side. So for rETH, there haven't been any deposits yet. So they've been zero deposits, and then they've got the kinks and stuff. But the supply cap is $23.5 million, and borrow cap is $9.4 million, and reserve factor is 10%, and liquidation penalty is 0 to 15%. But available liquidity at the moment is 0%. So that is definitely something to keep in mind. But I think there might be some incentives being added to this, as far as I know. Maybe I'm mistaken, but look out for some incentives to this coming in the new year potentially. I'll definitely let you know if incentives get added to this. Okay, so on the 27th again, there was a whole long discussion that pretty much spanned about 6 hours about Rocket Pool and development and marketing and all the usual stuff that has been coming up recently. This time it was Mentor who was leading some of the discussion, and Mountain B actually popped in again to complain a little bit and then left again. But what happened was that we had like a whole lot of gripes happening, and Lulu took part in some of these discussions, but he was talking about how Aave has updated like some of their lists, and rETH basically is not prioritized or all on Aave anymore, and how it really fell off. And Ramana asked, do you still trust the team or the ODAO? And Hulu said, with development, yes, I do, though I still wish they were more open to adding capacity there. And then Ramana said, rETH actively not being used in DeFi equal the protocol has no leadership. And then Hulu said, with other things like BizDev and communications, not so much, that he trusts the team. And there was and then he said, I don't remember where I know this from, but I think they said they turned down tons of integrations over the last year because we couldn't mint any more rETH. So for those of you who remember, the deposit pool was full and overflowing for quite a while. So there was no way for protocols to come and mint rETH, sadly. So that was something that really hurt Rocket Pool. And what ended up happening is that, we just had to kind of tough it up, really, and there wasn't anything we could do about it. But now, obviously, that's not the situation. So Mav then, replied with this frog emoji with the eyes. Hulu said, hi, Mav, and he waved back. And then Val was asking, he says, were the opportunities turned down, or was the state explained? And he says, if only I remembered where it was from. I have no idea if it was this server, the GMC server, or a community call. And Mav then kind of added clarification. He says, I don't think we've ever turned anyone down as such. We can't. Integrations with Rocket Pool are permissionless. We can't stop anyone, basically. And he says, but a combination of the other party being less interested and or co-marketing or increasing awareness of any integrations to drive rETH minting being not viable. Obviously, we are in a different situation now. So basically what he's saying is that things were difficult and we couldn't really offer that. So Hadu said, are these things that could be picked up, or has there mostly killed interest from these protocols? And then Ishka says, protocols are eager to add everything they can when they launch. If you miss that window, you need to bring something to the table to get added, either in guaranteed TVL funding or cross marketing. And then there was a Pepe tired reply to that. And then Mav actually added some more information. So he says, actually, Halulo then said, are these things that can be picked up? And then Mav said, like Ishka implied, it's difficult to relaunch an integration as such. But to be clear, I don't recall an integration not happening from back in the day when we were supply constrained. But in some cases, we do actually benefit from so much time having passed that it can make sense to co-market the integration again in a new environment of supply abundance, which is something that I'm working on. So I guess in the new year, we'll start seeing maybe more community calls, maybe more official account posts going out saying that, here are some integrations that we have and this is how things are looking. And, you should partner with Rocket Pool and use Rocket Pool's rETH in your protocol. And, these might be protocols that we already have relationships with, and we're just kind of bringing them back to, people's attention again. So I'm really hoping that that happens. That would be, good to get that flywheel going again, and maybe even on like Twitter, we can have posts from the team on the official Twitter account saying Rocket Pool's integrated with Aave, Rocket Pool's integrated with Euler, Rocket Pool's integrated with Flat Money, blah blah blah. All of these places, like as long as we mention all those kind of integrations, then it's bringing it back to the attention to people. And since they haven't been able to use those services for so long because the supply pool's been, full, and now that we have abundant supply, it might be a nice way to make people think, oh yeah, Rocket Pool, I remember that token. Let me go and check it out, and maybe some good things can happen from that. Anyway, I am going to end today's episode on that note. There might be an episode that tomorrow, but I'm not sure. It's most likely that you'll get an episode on Wednesday, so there'll be a 1st of January 2025 episode. But if I don't see you all, Happy New Year, and I hope you all have a lovely time and have enjoyed the holiday period, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.